Wakey, wakey. Little after 80. Oh, come on, fish geeks, freaks, and fish heads, and all the punks that want to be me. I'm in, I guess you still call it S2. Actually, might as well put this down for a bit to we get somebody on. Oh, James, up, ready and to go. How's it going? How was your Thanksgiving, Mr. James? Hope all's well. Waiting for a couple more people to get on. I see you lost a little angel. Lots of angels. Not much left. Not even worth piranha food. It was good, you know. I didn't eat a lot. I don't eat as much as I take that medicine, so I'd usually eat like 2 plates, full plates. Ate one, but it was at my sister's, which is great. She always does very good at it. So she got a bigger house. I don't have a big house. My house is like 1,100 square feet. My mom's house is just a little bit smaller than that. Good morning. Oh, man. Yeah, the store ended up being pretty dang on busy yesterday. I came in just after opening. Parking lot was about full. Had to park in the back. So, yeah, I was needed because honestly worried about today. This is a big football day. Ohio State against Michigan, both undefeated. So, and it's at noon. I wish it was like at 4 o'clock or at night, not right in the middle of the day, because sometimes football season hurts business. So, I support the college. I support local teams, but I'm not a big pro sports. I don't watch it. There's plenty. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish tanks and thousands of fish to take care of. So and paperwork, and now tax seasons are around the corner and inventory. So I got to think about all that jive. So unfortunately, oh, my back's feeling a little rough. There, look at that big tank right there. That's another thing I gotta work on. And even thinking about it makes my back hurt. It's not quite 10 foot. I don't know why. It's not a full sheet of 10. Maybe they messed up. Both of them were like that. I have 2 of them. Nice. Yeah, those Jennies are not. That's it. I mean, I had the young group growing up, and I had a female, big female, which I thought was a male. I tell that story. It's like I thought it was a male. Yeah, I'm curious what those Mandarin cops are gonna look like. I meant to look them up. I like the name Mandarin. Isn't like the Star Wars guy or something. Or I like Mandarin oranges, the little mini oranges. What else? Yeah, I thought that was probably a male. And I was going to bring it to the shop and sell it. It turned out I had a mouthful, didn't even know it, and spit all the babies in the mouth. And that was I saved out of her mouth. And, I have a couple batches. I don't know how many's in that tank. You'll see it downstairs. Certain ones, obviously probably the male, just blows up in size. I might have to pull him out with the red Fritoses I'm growing up for future breeders. So they're both future breeders. Very cool fish. My problem is the co-species aggression. They seem like they're fine. They'll breed, and then they hit a certain point. And the first time I ever seen a pair of those was store long. I got Wi-Fi on, but it might be a little rough over here. So I'm gonna keep them in with the Fritoses. That'll be a good kind of dinner fish until I want the Fritoses to breed, which would be a lot longer before the Exos would breed. I'm hoping in a year. So that's good. I got a good wait before those Exos might start spawning. So we'll see. I know Rick down in Florida, those females in that big giant pool, pond, whatever, those are for me. I don't know if all of them, but a few of them. Something happened when I had the 110 here. That's where I think the original breeders that used to be in the front here till the old lady drove through the store. And something happened to male. And all I had was these big 5-inch, 6-inch females or whatever. I can't remember, 4 or 5. I shipped them to him, and now he's finally breeding them, and so they'll be back on the market. So eventually, but they're gonna be pricey. A lot of stuff out of Florida now, man. They're asking some of the haps and stuff. They're getting a little costly. So we'll see. Hopefully, I get a better deal since they're my females. He usually hooks me up pretty good, so can't really complain. I'm gonna miss those guys. Everybody's they'll miss me. So many of us are gonna be gone in the next handful of years. The old school, long timers are gonna be gone in the next, I'd say, year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, definitely. I already know some out. I know some on the brinks about, or they're planning on getting out. So it's too much work when you start getting older, and he's in his 70s, so he's a trooper. But it's farming. You think it's busy having a bunch of fish tanks? Just imagine 1,000 like ponds and fish rooms and all the it's a lot of work. 7 days a week, just like here, but just on a much larger scale. So a lot more risk because you don't want to lose ponds. I sent him fish. I think I sent 3 different farmers 1 year babies of what I bred. I didn't even charge them. I just gave them fish, like 612 of each of my fry, because there was that's when I bought the other building. And that was one reason I bought that building, or before I was going to buy that building, I was going to get a warehouse, rent something. I was in a possible sign and lease, and then I didn't like, there was a company doing polishing brass and stuff. When I went there twice to look at it, talk to the owner, and there was no smell. But I went in there during the week to kind of finalize and get some more questions down before I'd sign this lease, before I bought that building. And the stench, the smell of the fumes of the company next door was horrible. And I'm like, that ain't gonna work. I said, that gets into my blower system, the air. I said, I could lose. The fish room was gonna be pretty big. There was like a warehouse and a dock. Then some front offices. I was planning on using it to get like pallets, like when I get bulk stuff, rock and gravel, whatever. And then I wanted to put big pools or big tanks to raise my own fish, because we had a couple winters that were so cold. I remember it was like on Good Morning America. It was like 42 here or something, the guys on the phone, and they're up here in New York, and then the guys in Miami, and it was like 41 degrees. It was so cold down there. And in South Florida, that's bad. And there was a lot of fish farmers losing livestock. They were just dying. I remember like iguanas were falling off trees, and the gators were all like frozen and not moving, and all kinds of stuff. It probably wiped out a lot of non-native invasive species. Why is this reconnecting? Sorry. Anyway, so our changes. I skipped S2. This was S2, which will not be S2 in the future. It will be another business, but I'm going to have display tanks in here. 155. All right. Oh, it zooms in when I try to switch. It's still messy over here. I cleaned up. I'm actually going to do some tours of the hatcheries since I've got some things kind of straight out. If anybody needs bulbs, cheap. You can't get most of these bulbs anymore. Good morning, Tom. Awesome. I just sold like 5 yesterday. There's probably not that many left. That 80-ish gallon, 90-gallon flatback Hex custom tank I want to use for like a maintenance service. I kind of don't want to get rid of it because to buy something new like that's really expensive, so I'm hoarding it. 155 bow. It's just I could get everything off of it, in and out of it, and I could get that stuff up and running. This bad boy, this big giant tank, it's almost 10 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot. It needs a little buffing. There's a crack in the corner that didn't leak, and I'm gonna repair that. I'm gonna plumb like I did my other one at my friend's shop. I blocked off the bulkheads. There's 4 in there, and I gotta look for those, or I'm gonna have to order some. And I'm gonna fill that with like bio balls and sponges with the intake of an FX6 on there. So, and it'll serve as like extra filtration. So I'll have an FX6, and then I gotta run the pipe, just like here. Where's the pipe? The PVC pipe. But there's where I had this that side full of tanks before. I have to tap back into that, run the pipe down the line. So I'm gonna put probably like some of those big sponge filters, one of my big box filters in there. That's gonna be loaded with fish. Oh, I needed that freaking ladder the other day. I had to go home and steal the ladder from home. That one's light. Stupid me. Getting old sucks. So I decided I'm gonna make that a grow out tank, and it's gonna have 300, 400, 500 young fish. I'm going to put Central Americans, Africans, South Americans, like Severums, whatever, Fritosas, you name it. It's just going to be the kitchen sink and the toilet in there too. I'm not decorated. I have a big ship over there that I don't know where I got that from. I'm just going to put some fun things in there because eventually, I'll wait maybe 4, 5, 6 months, probably the longest, and I'll have to drain half of it and then take all the fish out. So like I was doing with the H3 when it was Hatchery 3, which is now the store, I do that with the 450, the 375, and had a 300 deep dimension, which leaked. Marine land sucks. So then I'll have 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch fish. Good morning, John. So it'd be nice. So I'll have some medium to large cichlids, all kinds of stuff, Central, South Americans. So I have babies as usual. Sometimes I have big peacocks or big haps or big Central Americans like the Trimax. But I'll have like an in-between size. So there's a niche size fish that I can supply the store. So 300-400 fish in there. It'll look cool. So it's plenty of room. So yeah, I got to make room on the bottom of the rack, some of the metal stands down there, because I'm moving one of these 45s down there on the bottom, and a 10-gallon I could fit under the 120. I could put 2 of these 30 breeders under the 120, the 5-foot tank. So that I could maybe try to get done today. See how much I get. I figure we'll be busy the first couple hours. We are open an hour early today. We are opening at 10 instead of 11, so we get a 2-hour head of the game. Actually, ahead of the Ohio State Michigan game. So look at this bruiser. We have small ones of these over there, and they're on sale. He's a jerk. He'll attack me. He always tries to get this red-bellied piranha. That I brought back in '08 from the Amazon. That one came back. That one I got shipped in. That was from Adam a long time ago. These guys are sweet. These are God, Gyphriums. It's in the Feste Red Terror family. They get huge. They were like an inch when I got them, and I think it's a male, 4 females. It turns out some of them got killed, but it's a good looking fish. Now they're scared. They're kind of skittish. This boy, I have the females getting pretty big at home in the big tank, my 350 at home. Then I got a mishmash of what the heck? Everything got scared. Marinades, and there's a Argente. We got some medium, like 4-inch Argente. We still have some 2-inch. Then we got a 7-inch one over there. Someone brought in the gulper cat. I got to feed them worms today, nightcrawler day. So I just got some angels. I kind of pulled aside to keep. I have no idea why. I like the platinums. There's some blacks. There's from the other batch that we got in. Didn't have enough room in the tank, and then I brought some of those yellow spotted leopard plecos, and I brought some marble sailfins. I want to grow these out, so I'll probably put some in this 500, and so I'll have some like 6-inch plecos, and oh, there's some red fructosas. I kept some more, and then just a mixed mash of stuff. Look at that little colored male peacock, OB. There's some females. It looks like there's a female holding something else. There's some medium bushy nose I brought over. I've been using them in some maintenance, or some tanks or maintenance counts. Oh, Hidiensis Black Nasties. There's none over there. Somebody's wanting some of these. They get really cool, badass fish. I think someone's coming to get some of those today. There's a Melanarum. I have small ones of those. It's a Viaja, whatever you want to call it, like a rainbow Central American. I have the Melanarum. That's what that is. I have the Bifasciatus, and I have the Heterospilus or Monte Cristo. These are young Autoceps, future breeders. That's definitely a male, a big guy. Man, the OB's being a jerk. And there's the only one I have of the Kawanga gold, whatever, male. And then there's some platinums. Good morning, bipolar. Definitely a male. I got back into convicts. I got all different kinds of convicts. Mishmash or whatever. I hate this algae. It's coming on some of my tanks. It's like coralline algae. It's a pain in the ass. It's like cement. It's weird how it just grows on certain tanks. Mishmash. A blind red top Mapengi, Philibornis, ACI. Oh, there's a big yellow lab in there. Sinos. Then there's supposed to be Madoka Nairis, which I need a colored male to get, and right there one's starting to color. Little platinums. There's only a handful left, and we needed a tank over, so I brought the rest over. Threw them in here. Convict in there somewhere. So, yeah, all this is going to come out. That used to be I used to call it my aqua museum. I wanted to put that kind of back together, but I'm going to need it for the new business. That's going to go right here. There's going to be a cutoff in the back area. So, yeah, I went Christmas shopping, so I don't usually wrap good. Mylene actually wraps really good. She's talented in that way. And I need a drink. I finally took a couple of those bulbs that sent out the red little pads, leaves. I think I'm just going to take them home, put them in my headboard tank with my goldfish. But, yeah, all this got to be cleared out. This 10-gallon rack, I've debated of setting it back up. That's just more water change, more labor, more water sewer bill. But I think I'm going to, I plan on just not using the top row, so I don't have to be getting up there to feed or a ladder. Just screw it. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put a board up there and use it for storage. I got to do something with all these tanks. I'll probably sell some tanks eventually. Spring. I'll have to go through. I like to have I heard Aquarium discontinued, so only Seapora has them. So I'm a hoarder in that way, or a pack rat, I guess you'd call me. But that's, being a fish hobby for 46 years slash business. So I think I'm just gonna run this two sets where I don't have to get down on my knees down there to clean those. I don't get on a ladder, get up those. I'm getting old, so these will be good. Just holding tanks, or I have a nice little male peacock, like you see some down there, just to put in there to grow out, or a hospital tank, whatever. It just can be backup. So I think I'm just going to do this row, shelf that, and once I get the other business going, I'll probably need space for inventory. The 340 I got to work on. Maybe today. I got to fix that corner. I got weld on 16. This stuff might not be any good. I'm not even going to go into it. Somebody didn't keep a good hold. It's not cracked through. There's a little chip, but it's the overflow. I'm actually, that's another thing I got to do. I get down underneath, and I'm closing that. I'm not doing a wet dry. I don't like wet dries. This was tight. I had a 33 long with inserts, acrylic box filters, multiples, but it was such a pain to maintain down there. So I love the FX filters. Anybody knows. So I'm probably just going to throw that. I could get the FX down there, but I'm not. I'll probably use that as like storage. Like, I get so much fish shit. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to throw that FX right in that corner, and I'm going to put the intake in there and run the return on there. And I'm going to block that off. I'm going to do the same thing, like do that 500. I'm going to fill that with some bio balls and sponges to add filtration to the intake of the FX. Then, I have the airline pipe coming down, and I'll run a big box with a couple of sponge filters and the big arowana, which is the newer arowana actually. Those big dollars, that big 31-year-old cat is going in there. Maybe the Hopocaris paciticus if he's not an a-hole. And that'll be done. That'll be that show tank. So, anyway, let's go down to the fish dungeon. Heady ho, duck, or you get a bump on your head like the Fritosas. Alright, this is what we call H2, Hatchery 2, and it's mostly Fritosas. So, but Fritosas have been kind of spreading out. They've been invading other areas of this building and at home. Some of these guys are getting old, some of these guys. I lost some of the big old ones. Oh, there's wild and F1 mixed in here now. There's young ones I missed. These are all babies. Look how stout, that thick body. The big giant Regani. Where's the other one? Maybe they ate him or he died. He was old. Never bred. They were massive. But that's the Nangu. Odds and ends. I gotta move. There's some Mazwas. Those are actually ready to sell. I think we still have some up there. Look at this little baby Lawanda. It's 2 inches, 2 1/4. Morons, Kigs. Look how big 2 of them got and 2 little ones. That's that flower horn I've had in this 5-gallon for probably 2 years. It's like stunted. He's good looking though. The Katumbas and Black Widow, and then a Goofy beat up. That was a beat up for just a little ACI. Those I never set up. I don't know if I'll ever set up. I'm trying to, doing the lower tanks are kind of pain. Look at all the Tanzania and the ACIs. Babies are all over. They don't get eaten. Oh, there's another coloring up male Rostratus. They haven't bred. And actually, I thought that was a female in Cygnus. It is starting to change. That's going to be a male in Cygnus. Holy crap. And I thought this little one might be a female. So how about breed them again? I bred them before. The wild Greberai females and the big male, I think he hides on the other side. That one you don't see hardly ever anymore. So I'm trying to bring it back. There's a Madoka white lip breeders down there, a male Greberai, a red empress male, Mazra fronts, and a young group of beautiful sunshine peacocks. Tanzania ACIs are tough. They don't get appreciated. Oh, there's a little bitty one right there. And there's only like a pair in there. And I don't even pull them. It's amazing. I think that's a female albino morii. I just bought a group of young breeding morii down there. The one breeding group is slow size. I've missed some mouthfuls. That's actually a baby. I forget. I don't write it down, and you can hardly tell. That's an open tank. All right, here's X-Chromus and Jenny's future breeders. Look how big this one's got. I need to pull him before he becomes a problem. That's probably another male. That might be another male. Usually females tend to be smaller. The male will start getting a blue in the lips. It'll bleed into the head, into the body. Actually, that Insignis is not a female. That is a male. It's already getting the anal fin showing some color. Those take a little while. Oh, she's got a gash. That's the problem with using some of these rough rocks, the lava, tufa. You gotta be careful because the fructoses get skittish. They run into these rough rocks and they'll tear them up. So he'll be fine, or she. But the red fructoses are getting big. Then I got some Central Americans. I can't remember their names. But I really like them. That's why they're in here. I'll have to figure out. That tank needs clean. Slow size. Oh, look at the Melande sulfur head. Male coloring up. Oh, there's two males. I haven't bred those in years. There's Kapapa fructoses, Kagoma fructoses, and more Kapapa fructoses. I think they're ready. This is my old group. There's the big boy. This one looks not happy. I had a female had a mouthful. I don't know if she still has it. She might be over there. I almost forgot. I gotta do a water change. Big fish, big poop. So people were asking a lot. Here's the geared size. Two males and a female, not colored. And there's a fructose I had to put in here that was getting beat up. There's the Nyrite and Rusty's in here. Look at that Nyrite with Kobe. I need females with him, but I'm trying to make sure Victorians get goofy. That pipe wasn't there. That pipe was somewhere else. They must have knocked it off. This is the Samazi F1s. They're freaking out with this phone. Look at the... I love the Samazis. I like the Nangas, but Samazis, man, I dove Samazis, so... But I love the look of the Samazis. Man, you suckers, come on, you chicken shits. They're so beefy, man. They're built like a Midas, like a red devil or a flower horn, but it's a real fish. It's not fake. Kagoma, these are like F2s. And A-hole, big, not full grown, Chapachroma solarilis, trout cichlid. He killed the females. I got the head over there of one. He like devoured it. Look at that Kagoma. See the goldenish color back? It's a nice fish. We got, oh, there was a female mouth. There's some babies in here. I missed these. I let them go. They breed, not a lot. You can get some babies. Then I have a young group they look like might be breeding soon, is intermedius, they used to call them. Trimetochromis intermedius. There's a male. I got a nice male in a 10-gallon on the other H1. These are the F1 Zaire Kapampas. They came from the wilds. The male is stunning. One of the males is for sale that's over at the shop that I love. He was with this group, but man, he got mean. He don't like other Fructoses, that's for sure. He killed a big Black Widow and another Fructose, I think. I tried putting 3 like what I thought was males in with the big Autoceps before that are together. This is old wild shell dwellers. There's some Kagoma front babies. There's babies in the tank. There's females holding. I don't have good lighting down here, so these are the F1 group. Yes, F1. Oh, she's got a mouthful. See, her mouth is dropped down. And this is the wild Zaire Maculas. Kind of looking like a female. There's no Kagomas, or not Kagomas, Zaire Kapampas. About 2 inches. If somebody there said, there's some young Maswa coming up. One geared side. I had 2. He must have killed the other one. And then oddballs there, and then some more fry. This is the wild group of MOBAs. They're out. They usually kind of get They must be hungry. There's the male. Usually he's hot. There's a bad reflection. I missed a mouthful. They hide somewhere back in that corner. There's another baby. Oh, there's a little baby right there. So I missed another mouthful. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta take half the stuff out, catch them, and pull out those young to sell eventually. The blue lip Madoka Williams eyes, they're growing. There'll be another couple months probably for the inch and a half. My old group, well, there's young ones in there too, is the Burundis. I'm gonna bump on that dude's head. So I had another male in there I ended up selling. It looks like there's a mouthful. The Mazwas, and there's a baby in there. That's big boy. He's a beast. The young boy, girl, hiding those small. Look at the baby, little baby. That tank has a bushy nose in it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. The dollars were in there. I cleaned it up. I added an internal filter to help keep it clean. I might just use that as a grow out. This is open. I had the what's those Trigonochromas, stigmas, whatever, which never bred. Got rid of them. I haven't decided what to put in there. Usually I want to put something in there. I want to leave it in there. I got, what do I have in here? Oh, young Mazwas. I need another backup group for breeding and some Moriais I stole from the shop to grow out for breeding. I like the Moriais. The Gonatochromis permalaxillaris, they're out. At least 2 of them. This is the 3rd time I've raised these things up to breed. These are F1s. I call them the Tanganyikan geophagus. They're deep water. If you watch, the mouth drops down like 2 inches on that fish. It's like a vacuum cleaner. There you see it. Cool. Oh, went in there. I could have swore they spawned before. That one actually is moving its mouth in there. I don't know they breed. They've had to breed, but they obviously, the babies don't survive. They must eat their own fry or something. Usually there's 2 on that side and 2 on this side. Well, actually, I don't know if you get through now. That I gotta move that. I had it separate. This was originally when I was down to my last 2 wild Zyarca my originals. The male went on a killing spree in that 340 and killed all the females except one. The smallest one. I had to rehab it. I only got 27 fry total out of them, and which is one of the males in there. And I rehabbed her, and I tried doing like a Central American so she can go back and forth, and it was working out pretty well. And then one day it came in, and she was on the same side as the male, and he must have got a hold of her and destroyed her. Beautiful black Moscow guppies. I won't say where I got this from. They're all males. The females, there were 2 separate bags. The females are at the shop, which I had to bring over. Big old kapampas. Looks like that female might be still holding. Sometimes these guys don't hold, or they seem like they're holding. These are the Samazi wild. Look at that dude. The bump on his head. He's a beast. He can't hide. He's too... She's got a mouthful. I gotta pull her. And they haven't bred in a while, so I'm happy about that. They kind of... Sometimes Fertosis go on dry spells. It's weird. Young Burundis. There's some Kapampa little babies. Little ones. Oh, I kept some of those red koi angels. That blue, beautiful blue red point Honduran, some tetras. There's some kigs and more kigs or something down there. All right, these are the Zyarca wild. Actually, I think I have a female. I have some babies, not a lot, and there's a female. I think she's back there. Oh, she's backing up. I think she has a mouthful. And these haven't spawned for definitely before COVID. 4 or 5 years. They've been on a dry spell. There's Gregory's, some males, some young ones, maybe females, mostly males. Lupi breeders, which a couple of those will look like the babies. I never see the fry. I don't get them. They probably breed in one of those caves. I'll have to keep my eye out. The lupis are nice. That's empty 75. The slow size, I got a male chasing that one young one around. Oh, the Madoka Blue Lips male. Look at that sunshine, it's beautiful. Gotta clean the filter. I make my own notes. So the Zaire Katuma, look at the color in that fish. Sorry for the glare. These are F2 Icolas. It came, I had the IF1, there's a nice male. Another variant of Frontosa, there's a lone Lawanda, which I'll probably catch and sell. Tanzania ACIs and more Greberis, and then some Victorians, and then some oddball fronts. I gotta clean that out. Greberi, there's some Mazis in there. These are future breeding Mpemwes. I shipped these in. At first, I was starting to wonder if they were actually Mpemwes, but as it's maturing, they're showing the speckling on the head. So that's a trait of Mpemwe. It's not a Zaire, but it's a. I had them once before. I had F1s, and it was a Minas Frontosa. Probably to this day ever owned. The male was just. He killed like all the females. Same thing like the Zaire wild Kapampas. I ended up with two, the male and one female. And it was my first house, my fish room in my basement. I had like 100 tanks. I tried putting them in like a 30 long or 40 breeder or something, and I tons of pipe in there so she could hide, whatever. Nah, he ended up killing her. And I ended up having him in, I did have him in a 40 breeder. He would eat like Kenyais, electric yellows. I'd have half fish. He was like a damn piranha. So, don't get scared. It's a little dark. It's my stock storage room. These are a cross between the Red Point Honduran and the OBs. Convicts. That one's coloring up. There's a Hopcaris pacificus that's been at the, he's been all over. We needed a tank, so I brought him over here. I had a nice buckeyes about the same size as him in this tank. I said, see how it goes. He beat crap out of the buckeyes. These are more OB cons. Oh, there's babies in there. More OB cons. I don't know. I like them. These are Zaire Kapampa F1s. Definitely the male. Future breeders, I hope, in the next year or so. The color. He's getting up there. He's starting to show his who he is. And these are the Zaire Kapampas. No, these are Katumbas, those are Kapampas. Very similar. They usually say the Katumbas are like the purple. Definitely a big male, male, male. 3 males I'm pointing out. Hopefully the rest are females. Look at that one's a little bit stout. That happens. Just like Stubby over there with the wilds. Realizing that some of them are down in the south. Look at the Gandhi transcriptus. They ate the other ones. I think only one survived. I was hoping to have a pair and breed in there and have a bunch of babies, but that didn't work out. Burundi fronts and rare Pindus. I hope they breed and have viable fry. They're multi-generation. Excuse the noise. That's the big blower. And then these are Mazwas and then Lastringas, F1s. 2 males, and I think I got 2 females left. They killed a couple of those. What are these? More Central Americans I kept. I don't remember what they are. I think Marinades in there for breeding. So putting Central Americans on the bottom tanks, mostly. Oh, that was a Nangu that got beat up, and a big pair of Colombian, whatever, the woodcats, male and female. I need to move that around, free up that tank for something else. This is the newer breeders of the Nangus, F1s. Look at that male. Oh my gosh. He's flared out like midnight. Black blue. Love it. Oh my gosh, I love that look. Look at the babies. I've obviously missed mouthfuls. They knocked that pot over. Those pipes are usually facing me so I could see in there. So I don't know what the frickin' heck. They move them like bulldozers. Look how thick they are. There's that poor buckeyes I got beat up. It's looking better. Oh. Nino la 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 la. Look at all the babies. There's Dad and Mama and all the babies back there swimming around. Great fish. It's in Central American, not overly aggressive. Awesome fish. Love that fish. I think we have some small ones at shop ready. So my mess. So yeah, I gotta pull all these out. I'm putting a 45, one of those low boy like frag tanks, and a 10-gallon fit in there. Two 30-gallon breeders. The 30-inch can go down there. They're from up there. This is the I don't call them widows. I'm changing the name to the clouded Fritoses. The red clouded. That's the black clouded. Clouded, and there's babies in there. Look at the pattern. Isn't that cool? I wish I get more reds out of there. So I want a solid group of red. Mapanga red, Chirase. Only 2 males, like kept the female. Young group of trouts, Champichromis. 4 females and a male. Hopefully that works out. Jeez. They're brutal too, like the exos sometimes they reach a certain point. There's that awesome intermedius. It's on fire. Shellies are all in these tanks. F1 Simless. Fry pop out here. Oh, there's fry right there, as a matter of fact. See it coming in out of the pipe. I don't always pull the stuff. There's odds and ends. Look at this little, about 2.5 inch now maybe, rubescent. Otter Jake. I'm going to try to get some otter points because everybody sees these or sees this guy. They're like, you got any babies? Those, they came from my original breeders, which I don't have anymore. A geared eye. I'm going to do a bid thing, buy a spot and win. I'm going to do a geared eye. I'm going to do probably a Walteri. Multifasciatus, breeders, brevis, wild brevis. Not as popular as like gold ocellatus or multifasciatus. Huge brevis. I need to move those up. I can't. The lower tanks suck now. It's hard. Look at that rubes red, and this Walteri is phenomenal. Therops. What was that called? I had a group and something happened. They started dying off, and that's the last one. Irregulus, rare fish. I had another one that was more rare, and I just seen Garrett yesterday, and something happened. He lost him. When I had the hatchery at the other building. And this is that little Nagara peacock, about 2 1/4. He is absolutely gorgeous. And then this is a different Nari. What is that thing? Take a guess. Oh, red shoulder peacock and breeding pair. Look at all the babies. The dark Reganites. There's a pair of Obi comics in there. More Shellies. There's one Zyre Photosa by itself. I don't know why I put it down there. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'll probably end up selling that. It's probably like 4 inches. A pair of T-bar. Sahikas. That's a Walteri. That one might be the one going up. And that we might do that deal. Young male, F1, fulvescent, USC. I have the wild females and some young ones in there. Lost the old male, so he's going to take the place. Odds and ends. This Nagara got beat up in the group, so he's rehabbing. A Frittosa and a Bino. My Benjai. Look at that rubescent. Well, that might be the. No, that is the Red Passion strain. Little Malarai, and then it's a Bino. I can't remember what it is. Kind of like the Dragon Blood Red, whatever you name it. Big albino male. A Benjai, Lawanda, he's getting a little roughed up. Probably that guy. There's a grabber in there. I gotta redo that tank. The Nagaras, 2 males. He's beating on the other one. There's a little war in there. Oh, there's a big mouthful. Look at that little female with a mouthful. The Mapanga Reds, hopefully future breeders. I don't pull them out. There's a female with a male. He's a jerk. He's nice. I got another one nice one there in Daffodils. Those are F1s. Here's more slow size. I'm going to probably sell one of these males off. We got males at the building now in another group. Slow size, one of my probably favorite Mabunas. You don't see these hardly anymore. I've been trying to get more yellow top Mapambas. That's a little bit of chromis. This group's getting kind of old. Oh, there's a female black colored chewed up. That'd be fish food for the arowana. A lone male lemon jake and some more buckeyes. Definitely males. Another rare fish here. I put these Walter eyes, it's male and some females together. I hope it works. So I have babies. I'm trying to get breeding groups going on these multiples. There was one female getting picked on. So I threw some more decor in there and plants, something from the hide on. I need to put a dither fish in there. Swallowtail, that's another peacock. Oh, he's chewed up. Slow side must be picking on him. There's babies down there. Slow side, group is. I gotta do something with this tank. It's a waste. I gotta either get some female swallowtails, geared size, which hardly ever breed, and albino buckeyes, and hopefully I get more fry out of them. Look at the color in that thing. That is badass fish. Female red shoulders. Got the male over there. I need to give them a tank. More of the red top buckeyes, regulars. This is what a standard male is most of the time in the wild. When it's OB, or they call it like an MCAT or something, I don't know. Different names for it. This is standard male. Females usually OB. It's rare in the wild that the females or the males turn OB. I've had a good run of males as OBs, and there's babies in there that I've missed. I've had people ask me for those, so I'm working on it. A Tropheus Dubois Maswell, look at the little baby. I've obviously missed a mouthful. This was wild Gallier Reef male, and I thought it was just a male female left. Well, it turns out that's a little male. They were down here, kicked them out, and I put these albino Bouchardii in that I imported for breeding. Cygnus, I need to thin this out. There's babies in there. It's not a very common Tanganyikan. F1 Mallory breeders. They've had babies. I don't see any now. They might pop. Oh, I see babies. And then the Gracilis Bouchardii is hopefully breeding in the future. Look at that badass fish. I think that's what is that thing? I keep forgetting. Central American. I think it's on a poster over there. I gotta clean this tank. The buffalo heads, that's the wild male, and then his young one's a female I lost a long time ago. I need to fix that group and try to get a definite pair for breeding. Then the what's those freaking things? These guys are yeah, it's Metachromis, another Tanganyikan, aggressive. I think I have buffalo heads in there and Tenattis in here. Oh, there's a Tenatti. They came from the wild breeders I had. These are Sumba comps. Female stays in that cave. I don't know where the male's at now. No babies yet. Then what I got in here, Signatus, which are hiding, it looks like. There's Capella reginae in there somewhere, probably in the pot. The Ornatus are always out. No babies yet. I wish. The wild daffodils with fry in there. Then they have those slims. The males are white blue and females are OB, but you can get an OB male. And then there's Mosmophrantosas, Rusties, a baby Rusty. Something else in there. I gotta fix that tank up. Then there's a breeding group of Chirasi in here, OBs, and they're all hiding. Madoka white lip breeders, which I really haven't got fried. They've held, but these are going to a home soon. Oh, yeah, I went to the dark side. So I used to have the Longi trophies in here. Look at the awesome Java moss. I sold those, and it was sitting empty. So I put some of those albino koi guppies, a male and a female. I got a female over there, and some of those red coral. Oh, she's got a big belly. And then the black Moscow, the delta top, and then one of those albino gibiceps I brought over. I did see some babies in here. Did they already eat them? Oh, there's a baby up on top. Why don't they should like gravitate to Java moss, you stupids. So we have better survival rate. But I don't know. Gambi transcriptus. The big boys, there's the 31-year-old big Synodus catfish. He's a beast. big old black belt dollars in the arowana, which will go in the 340. I don't know why this tank is not clearing up. I changed the box filter, put a Chemsorb, which is probably not enough. The canister might need to be done. It's probably been a while. There's one of the original Macoby Ionite, and a female. You can't put those together. He'll instantly just kill her. An OB male I wanted to use for breeding, and some female sunshines, which is 3 of them. There's a female holding peacock, Otter Point. Actually, that's Otter Point Jake female, and she's holding. She don't have a male though. This is the original. There's another male. I gotta get him out before the big boy. Look how big that Walter is. Some oddball females with some ASPFs. Yeah, they do that, don't they? They're like stupid. Oh, there's new daffodil babies in there. Holy crap. That daffodil's like 5-6 inches from thin. Oh, there's one of the capillis. I yet to have success with the capillis. I don't know why. I've bred most of the other ones, but I'm like albino daffodils. There's babies in here. They eat them. One's gotten kind of goofy. I need to work on this group that's open. Oh, there's a awesome dark Regonites in there. Then some pearl much, which you don't see much anymore. There's Abba front, and I don't know what that one is. It's actually pretty nice. I'll probably end up selling it. Is that the Red Passion? Look at the color in that peacock, the Red Passion. Slow size, somebody's wanting those. I gotta get those to the shop. They want those in the, oh yeah, the one we just sold the 75 to wants those and Phenocylus in the 75, which I think will be a nice Walter I. He's killed. We took a couple females out. He was on killing spree. That's another Walter I male. Beautiful bicolor and a male Clown Lab, which is Mulu. And what the heck is that? Where's, oh, he scraped. Oh, clean the top, clean the glass too much, and then don't have the name on it. Shit. And when it's peacocks, well, it looks like wood's color, and I don't know what it is in near future. Oh, the Gallia Reef F1s. I need those. Hopefully they're breeding. Lawanda. I don't know what's in there. That's empty. And then the Benjais. So, and I still have to do this where the wood rotted. This all has to be broken down. It's just going to be a lot of work to break this thing out and build a whole new rack. Oh, some guppies. There's some baby stuff. They're not really babies anymore. Some Benjais. That's probably a big one, that male. I should take that today. So there's that one lone female. She's got to go with the group over there. Female, Phenocylus. I think it's the only female I got now. So, yeah, my mess. On occasion, like a male here and there, I haven't concentrated on breeding them. There's, the one, then there's some in that tank. They spawn. I was trying to get some more females because it was like, it seemed like I had nothing but males, maybe one female. So it's something I haven't, good morning, Dale. I need to work on because they're not common either. So I've had a hard time, like some of the farms, breeders, whatever, they quit breeding. And I had a conversation with my friend's a farmer. It's you gotta have to breed what sells. I like certain fish, just like the fish. So you gotta breed what sells. I mean, our cost of doing business is extremely high, more than ever it has been for utilities and labor or anything. If you're paying rent or mortgage, whatever it is. So yeah, you have to. That's why I started getting rid of stuff in the last year. I thought about those Gnathochromis. I mean, I've had those for years. I mean, just one spawn. Give me one stinking spawn, and I'd say it's worth to keep them for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Just give me one good batch of babies that I could sell. Pays for them. It probably wouldn't pay for all the care and water changes and the maintenance and feeding them. But yeah, just one spawn. I mean, the babies would be worth 30 bucks a piece. So, I mean, if I got 10, 20, keep 5, 6, and hopefully raise them up and have a future breeders again. You know, I don't know. The wall tank here at the dojo, the 265, which I came in. These are not the standard tops for them. I use what tops I had because tops have gotten expensive. It reminds me, I got to work on those poly tops, getting an order of those in. But the top fell in and had the tong thing come in, and it's all messed up. But this tank is doing well. But my fire eel, probably scared even, well, hold on, will not come out of that dragon. Probably now more than ever since that top came crashing in overnight. Um, I have to feed them at there. He used to come up to the top. When I took those big clown loaches, which I sold out, it must have scared the crap out of him. And he used to come up the top when I fed the fish and wait for his worm to come in. I'd tongue feed him the worm. But the rose lines are getting big and nice. I need to put some new stuff in there. Gold barbs are getting big. Giant dinios, not even full grown. The rainbows are behaving. For now, there's some really colorful ones. And then some smaller clown loaches. That yo-yo loach is a little shit. One's like half the size. Never grown. But this one is a monster. And he will still a night crawler. He's kind of a little prick there. One lone paradise grimy that's hung in there. I've had other grimies in here. They just never survive. I'm going to try to blue. I got some of those pearl grimies, little ones. I don't know if they'll try to get them in here. I love those. And they get like, 5, 6 inches. Get really pretty. The old San Andreas catfish, that the course is probably 25 years old. This other one, I don't know. I can't remember what it is. It's a unique one with a lot of spots. So that needs some maintenance, that tank. So, yeah. I only got 6 people on. Where's everybody? Wake up. Hung over from shopping and eating. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Went to Menards was busy yesterday morning. Sam's wasn't busy. If you want a new TV, holy crap. That's if anything's cheap right now, big screen, beautiful high-end TVs. Like a Sam's 70-inch Samsung thing was like 500 bucks or something. I couldn't believe it. It makes me almost replace the TV in our living room that's like 20 years old. But it's a Vizio. It's only 42 inch, but it works. I mean, I thought about bringing it to the shop. As everybody said, I should have the game on there. That's like, yeah, then there will be no parking. People will be stuck staying there watching the game, and I'd have to charge admission to just pay the bills. Everybody's standing around. Free. There's, I think, some gold touchers left that are a buck a piece, normally $3 a piece. The big emerald green Corys are buy one get you. You like enter like YouTube stuff. It's like, oh shit, I spelled it wrong or whatever. So, yeah. Products. There's 20% off on all the food, dry foods. I think I'm gonna put the live plants. We still have some, probably half what we had. We had a huge order last time. They're gonna be 20% off now today. Small business day. Every day should be for small businesses. Small businesses need business more than anything now. I know a lot are out there struggling. So support the mom and pop shops before they're gone. What else? Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see what else. I want to move some more fish, pick up some tanks. I don't know about getting an order. I might get one more fish order. It might be more of a cichlid order. I'll have to see. I like to get clown loaches. We don't have many left, but they're getting pricey, and they're out of season. Oh, there's a lot of people with colds. Dylan was kind of before he came home. still snuffly, and then Hayden that comes here to karate, she's got like a cold. Nobody's like full blown like sick or anything, but yeah, keep that to yourself, Christina. Sorry, drop off. I mean, it's possible, not today. During a week, maybe certain days I can. If you needed stuff, I can. If it's local, I normally don't do too much deliveries, but it's possible. Just shoot me a message or whatever. You need stuff for your tanks or whatever. I bring it over. Um, Cash is king, but I do have PayPal. People, I ask like people coming out of town for the show, whatever, buying stuff, or a business. You have no recourse on those things, but yeah, easy impellers, and they make them. They're freaking. It's a Marineland company basically now. So only one dealer vendor sometimes I buy from that has them, but they're like expensive now, and I don't think they're worth it. So if they had them on sale, I'd buy them, use them as parts. So, but I got tons of that crap. So yeah, let me know. There's 20% off on the Out Clear, and there's 20% off reconnecting. What the hell? Also the 10% off. So prefer cash, but credit card. So 10% off on the canister filters. So that's a deal. We already keep the prices pretty low, as much as low as possible. So a lot of stuff. Decors like 20% off. Fish foods are 20% off. What else? Sponge filters. A lot of stuff on sale. So fish, there's a bunch of fish deals now. Live plants 20% off. So stock up, get it, good. And today might be crazy. We're open at 10 today, so I gotta get going. Open an hour early because trying to get some business, drum up some business before the OSU game against Michigan. Go Buckeyes at noon. I wish that game was like later, like 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock tonight, not right in the middle of the day. So that can hurt business sometimes if you're a football fan. So anyway, all right, I gotta go. Hours right now are Monday, Thursday, Friday, 1 to 6, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 11 to 5, closed Tuesdays and Sundays. Michigan, blah, blah. No Michigan. And all good. So, and the holidays were mostly closed. I know, what is it, Christmas is on Monday, and New Year's Eve is on Sunday, which were already closed. I can't remember. I'm thinking about, why is this reconnecting? Stupid. Man, expensive. So, why is this reconnecting? No problem, John. Thank you, sir. In college, he's like so tall now. His voice changed. Like a young man. Doing great. He's actually a freshman, started this year, but next semester he'll be a sophomore. And now he's going to be a tutor, math tutor for the university starting in January. So he's got a good future, good head on his shoulders. So good stuff. So good stuff. All right. Y'all take care. A lot of people dropped out. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. The next one, Tuesday.